Joyce, our worker that
Hi.
helps us in the B Prep program. So I'm going to stop sharing my slides so that you can all see Eileen big and clear. Thank you, Eileen. And we're all ready to be relaxed.
All right. Well, thank you. And thank you everybody for coming today. Like I said, I'm going to talk about just relaxation and managing stress. And today you've all gotten a ton of really great and helpful information about reducing your risk of breast cancer. But what that means is that you've spent the morning talking about your risk of breast cancer and thinking about your risk of breast cancer, which is a stressful thing to think about. So what I wanted to do was give you just a moment to release any stress that that you're carrying from this morning, and also give you some tools to take with you, to manage stress in your daily life. And first, I just wanted to take a second to talk about stress. And stress is a normal part of life. It is. It's not reasonable to think that we're going to go through our life completely stress-free. But the issue comes when stress starts to come from all directions and it starts to build up, and it creates reactions in our body that are more toxic. And so basically, stress is the mind's interpretation and reactions to events and circumstances in life. And that interpretation that something is stressful can then result in physical responses in our bodies. So when we're experiencing stress, maybe our muscles tense, and maybe our jaw clenches, maybe we get butterflies in our stomach, or our heart starts to race, or we're breathing really shallow. And that's basically an example of that mind-body connection that we hear a lot about. And so the tools that I wanted to take you through today use that same mind-body connection to counteract that stress, and to bring our minds and our bodies to a place where we're better able to manage stress, and we're better able to kind of ride that normal wave of stress and relaxation that we have in life. And I'm going to take you through 3 very simple, very easy exercises that we can do when we find ourselves experiencing stress. They don't require any special training. They don't require any special tools. So there's something that you can do wherever you are. And, and I'm going to lead you through these exercises, and I hope you join me just to try them out and kind of see how it feels. And the first that we're going to do is a breathing exercise. And I know, we've all heard, when you're stressed, just breathe. And it's easier said than done sometimes, because when we are stressed, we do have a tendency to breathe very shallow. Our heart is beating, and it's hard to get a really deep breath. But that slowing down our breathing and taking a deep breath can start to slow our heart rate and start to relax those muscles. And it can really help with our stress response. So what I'd like to do is take you through just one simple exercise. It's called box breathing. And basically that is inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And there's no magic to the numbers. So, it basically just means kind of slowing down the breathing, and do what feels comfortable for you. The other thing, while you're breathing, I'd like you to just put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And the reason for this is because when we are stressed out, we do have a tendency to just breathe through our chest and just in this top portion of our lungs. And so I want you to just feel your belly and kind of feel whether you can get, when you're breathing, to really get a deep breath, use that full length of your lungs to help your body relax. So hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, and just slowly, first, and I forgot to say first, also, it's sometimes hard when we're breathing through our chest and when we're stressed, we don't notice that we're just breathing in this top section. So we want to exhale first, and just a deep exhale so that we really have access to the whole length of our lungs. So a deep sigh and relaxed breathing. And then in for 4, hold, and exhale for 4, and hold. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale for 4, hold, exhale for 4, and hold. And one more time. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Hold, and inhale, and exhale. And I don't know if you notice that, kind of as you're slowing your breathing down, you might have found that your belly, that the hand on your belly was kind of more engaged in your breathing, that you were starting to get those deeper breaths. Maybe you noticed that your heart rate was kind of slowing down a bit. But breathing is something that you can do anywhere, anywhere, anytime you're in traffic. You just a few deep breaths can kind of slow your heart rate, relax your muscles, and give you a little bit of a reprieve from whatever stress you're dealing with. The next thing I want to take you through is two different exercises back to back, and they're also using that mind-body connection to counteract the negative mind-body connection that stress induces. And the first is called grounding. And basically, grounding is just meant to take you out of your head, where stress is kind of like spinning, and bring you back to your body. And so what I'd like for you to do is just get yourself into a comfortable position in your chair, and just let your eyes move around your space, just reminding yourself that you're here in this group right now, right here. Just kind of take a look around, take yourself out of your head, and bring yourself back into where you are right now. And the rest of this you can do with your eyes either open or closed, whichever feels best for you. And now I want you to let all of your attention focus down on the support of the floor, supporting your feet. And really sense into that support. Feel that connection between the floor and your feet with all of your attention. Feel the solidness of the floor providing support. And now I want you to notice inside as you're focusing on the floor and feeling that support. And first, notice your breath. Is your breath faster or slower? Or is it about the same? And notice your heart rate. Is it faster or slower or about the same? And now notice any muscle tension in your body. Is it more, less, or about the same? And now as you shift your attention, I want you to shift your attention to the support of the chair against your back. And again, really put all of your attention there. Feel the chair against your back really supporting you. Feel your body just sinking into that chair. And again, as you do that, I want you to kind of check in with what's going on inside. And again, notice your breath. Is it faster, slower, or is it about the same? And notice your heart rate. Is it faster, slower, or about the same? And any muscle tension in your body. Is it more? Is it less? Or is it about the same? And if as you are kind of checking in with your body, and as you're feeling the support against your back, if you notice any distracting thoughts, discomfort in your body or anything else, I want you to shift your attention away from it to a place in your body that just feels more positive, more relaxed, or even just more neutral, and just stay there. And now I want you to take just one more deep breath. Exhale. And now I'm going to take you into one more exercise that, again, is really simple and you can use with grounding. And it's called resourcing. And basically, most of us have something in our lives, or many things in our lives, that bring us a sense of joy, security, peace, calmness. They can be places in nature, people in our lives. A resource can be a pet, a hobby, your faith, a favorite place to go, or even like a favorite food. And so I want you to allow a resource, just one resource, to come to your mind right now. And when you have it in your mind, let it get stronger by noticing all the various details of that resource. Are there positive smells? Are there sounds attached? Where are you when you're enjoying this resource? Is there a or a temperature with this resource? Is there color involved? The more sensory details that you can bring to your mind, the better. The more it'll make it really real for you, and you'll be able to feel that resource. And as you see where you notice the sensations inside your body. What do you sense as you're noticing those details about your resource? As you're thinking about your resource, what are you feeling inside your body? And I want you to notice your breath. Is it deeper or shallower or about the same? And notice your heartbeat. Is it beating faster, slower, or about the same? And see if you notice any changes in muscle tension. Is it the same, more, or less? And again, it's not unusual when you kind of focus on the senses in the body to find something, a distracting thought or a discomfort in your body or a sensation. And if that happens, just shift back to your resource or shift back to a neutral place in your body and just focus on that and stay there for a while. And again, maybe one last deep breath. And those are 3 different relaxation, stress reduction techniques that you can use anywhere, anytime. You don't have to be in a particular place. You don't have to have any particular training, and they can be helpful in just bringing your stress level back down to a more manageable place. And thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.